What's going on, guys? It's your boy Chubbs. Predictions 2017 playoffs. I'm dead inside. Let's get into the predictions. Anyway, so AFC. First game, Steelers, Dolphins. Is that the first? I don't know. Steelers, Dolphins. As much as I want the Steelers to lose and burn and die, this is a very hard one for me to pick. Some people are like, oh, Steelers are going to win, obviously. Le'Veon Bell's so good. Le'Veon Bell, he's good, but he's not that good. Everyone's going to say, oh my gosh, Chubbs, you idiot, he's the best. He's not the best. Ezekiel Elliott, some people will say, oh, his offensive line is so good, he can just run through the wide open holes. But still, if you look at his stats, he's getting great stats every game. And for a rookie, even some rookies can't run through the holes he does and keep going. And it's not all just wide open holes. He has to make things for, and his receiving game is great, and he has a great quarterback. So I think Ezekiel Elliott's better than Le'Veon Bell. I think they're both into the discussion for best. I'm not exactly sure who's the best running back right now, but both of those guys are definitely up there. I think LeGarrette Blount, he's a great running back right now. He's more of a power runner, but still a great running back. LaShawn McCoy definitely had a great season this year. He had a little bit of injuries, but I think, yeah, he's fine. So he's definitely up there. At least I would put those both in top 5. Put all 3 of those guys in top 5. Anyway, back to the predictions. I'm gonna pick the Steelers for this one, just because they have a very well-rounded game. Like, they have good passing, good running. Like, the Steelers, it's interesting. They don't have a great running game. They don't have a great passing game. But they have a good mix, I think. Le'Veon Bell's good enough to throw the defense off, make the defense come up to defend him, and that can open up the pass game a little bit. Ben Roethlisberger, on his way out as a quarterback, but I think he has 1 more, maybe 2 more years in him. Even if he doesn't retire, I mean, my point is still going to stand. No quarterback can last this long. I think Tom Brady, I think, is the only quarterback right now that's old and can still play. Because we've been watching Tom Brady. A lot of people have said, all right, this is his last year. He's going to go down. He's too old for this. Tom Brady, there's been no decline ever in his play. And I think when I see a decline, maybe I'll change my mind. But until then, there's no saying he's not the best, because he is the best right now. He is the MVP this year, by the way. Even though he missed the first 4 games. That's how good he is. He missed the first 4 games of the season, and he still has my MVP vote. Because if you watch any of the games, like especially, I watched him versus the Rams, and everyone's going to say, oh, it's just the Rams. But no. He had no receivers. There was no Gronk. There was no Edelman. He worked through that. Well, there might have been an Edelman. There have been games when he had to throw to Chris Hogan and Martellus Bennett, Martellus Bennett is very good, but he's not the most athletic person. And then he'll just be throwing spirals to guys that aren't even nowhere on the team. And he makes them look really good because he's the best quarterback. And the MVP, he's not just feeding off of his team. The MVP makes his team great. The MVP doesn't jump on a team and then just score off of them. Like, a quarterback doesn't come in having 5 all-star receivers and then become the MVP because he can throw 5-yard passes and they'll go all the way. The MVP has to make his team greater than it is, and I think Tom Brady has done that every season of his career. And I think he's on his way to 5 Super Bowls. If not this year, definitely next year. He has another Super Bowl. He's going to win another Super Bowl. I don't know if it's going to be this year. Okay, I think he's definitely going to be in the Super Bowl this year. Is he going to win it? I don't know. I'll make the prediction when it comes, if it comes. So, yeah. Where was I? Okay, so, alright. So, that's for that game. I'm picking the Steelers. Alright, so Texans, Raiders. The Texans are going to win. You can argue all you want how good they've been during the season. But if you look alone at last week's game, it was the most pathetic quarterback performance out of any backup I've ever seen in my life. Like, it was probably also because we're expecting a lot because he has great receivers. He has Amari Cooper on his team, Latavius Murray on his team, other great guy. He has Michael Crabtree on his team, who he's not an all-star right now, but he's still a very solid receiver. And he played like garbage, like absolute garbage. Like he's gonna have to either step up or he's getting benched because honestly, that was just pathetic. Like he couldn't complete a pass. Like he was overthrowing guys, underthrowing them, throwing behind them. Like it was just disgraceful. I think the Texans have good enough defensive line to stop Latavius Murray, make them throw it, and then feed off of his poor throwing. So yeah, that's what I have to say for that one. So moving into the NFC. We're gonna take a quick break, then we're gonna go to the NFC. Do something real quick, so be right back.